NGB is always here to help.
Thank you, NGB.
No, thank you.
What would we do without NGB?
They're always so helpful.
Thanks, NGB! Thanks, NGB.
Always here to help.
Wow, thanks, NGB.
Always happy to help. I'm no hero. I'm just doing my job.
Let's hear it for NGB, huh?
Wake up.
Hey, Jim.
We have customers to take care of. Welcome to NGB. How can we help you?
Hello everyone and welcome to MHS Sports on MHTV. I'm Nikolai Terrason along with Ronnie Snikovsky, and today we're at Marblehead High School as the Black and Blue Wrestling team takes on the Salem Witches. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. And stay tuned to the end of the match for the Marblehead Sports Shop Player of the Game.
Excited to be here.
So we got starting off at 106 today. Looks like it'll be a forfeit by Salem. That brings up Isaiah Gibson for the Black and Blue. And he will take a forfeit. So that is 6 points for the Black and Blue there as we go on to 113. That brings up James Carey for the Black and Blue and Caden Tran for Salem. James, a sophomore from Swampscott, having a fairly good season. Recently made the cut down to 106, but he bumps up to 113 tonight to wrestle Caden Tran for the Salem Witches. And they're here up in neutral to start the first period. Works into a tie there. James works a shot.
There we go.
Comes up into a weird situation, cuts back. He's got to climb up the body there to get two. He's got to watch back in. He comes out the back door. Not quite. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be 3 points if he got the takedown there with the new rules. And they're back in neutral after he's not able to get anything. Caden there in on a shot. Almost loses it. James looked for the go behind, but there was nothing there. And they're here in a 50-50 scramble.
He just needs to play some defense here.
Caden's got to try to work behind there. Oh, and they're gonna get the whistle blown for a little stalemate there. So they're back up into neutral. James the aggressor there. He's got to watch his space in there. James shoots a double. He drives up there. He's got to finish. And he gets 3 there. Getting back exposure there. Caden's got a belly out. He's in danger. He might get stuck here. He's got to fight to his belly.
It's good
and he
defense
gets
from
down there.
Salem.
Fought off his back there pretty strong, but that's a 7-point move there for James Carey, the black and blue. Carey looking to lock up a cradle there. Caden gets long. He's got to get back behind there.
Repositions. Oh, they're getting back up. Oh, great. Great job. Great job to bring him back down. Here we go.
And that'll finish out the first period with James Carey looking for the half, but nothing quite happens there. We go to the second period now, 7-0 for James Carey. The Caden Tross here will elect to go top, having choice in the second period. Sorry, Caden Tran. Looking to throw in some legs there, but he's riding high. Going to a little crab ride situation there. Nope, no quite exposure. And he's riding high. James has to headhunt. If he can grab his head and pull him down, he can have him on his back. Looks to roll through. Nothing happens. Tran here with double boots in on Carey. That is not a situation you want to be in. As Ronnie and I both know, that is rather uncomfortable. He's got to turn into him there, and if he captured the head, he could have had him on his back. James now getting extended. He's really got to focus on getting those boots out, or he's going to have nothing happen to him.
Just multiple elbows to the back of the head.
James needs to know when he can hunt for that head. He's got to free that arm. You can hear his corner screaming for him to head hunt. His head is right in front of him. If he can free an arm and get that, and get his head. Caden has to be careful riding so high there, though.
Trying to escape, doing everything he can.
Trent finally gets back exposure there. James has to fight to his stomach. He's got to watch it. And we're going to get a call there for what looks to be potentially dangerous. So it's 4 near fall for Tran, making it 7-4. However, Tran locked his hands illegally there. You need to have some limb. Can't be locked around the head, and that will give Carey a single point, so that brings the score to 8-4 in favor of James Carey, the black and blue. Now, Ronnie, he's going to have to get up nice and fast here before those boots come in.
He's got to get that escape.
And Tran's got to make sure he can make something happen because he can't hang out on top like that.
Nope.
Now, college wrestling, you do get that riding time point, but there's no such thing in high school, so he's got to work to make something happen.
I like it.
James coming up now. He
There we
turns
go.
in, hits that switch. He's got to keep
He's gotta
going.
get up.
Tran able to follow.
This kid is a
He's got
tap.
to shake him. He rolls him through again. Oh, this is it. This.
A great foul first quarter. First third.
That brings us to the end of the second period. And Carey, having choice now, elects to go neutral, and we're on to the third period now. Carey in the lead now, 8-4, so Tran needs to make something happen. He needs a takedown, and he's got to get some
There
sort
we
of
go. There's
back
a shot.
exposure.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Carey in on a shot now. Carey's got to pump his head, and he'll have 3. He's just got to pump his
Oh,
head.
here we
There
go.
it
There
is.
we go. Got the head out and was able to make it.
And that'll make the match 11-4 now. So Tran really can't hang out here. He's gotta make something happen. He's got to go for it. Minute left now.
Tries for the escape. Maintains control and brings it back down. Great job, Swampscott.
Locks up the outside cradle. He's got to get hip to hip. He's got to get hip to hip.
Has to make sure he's not
Has him on his
interlocking.
back. He gets him back.
I like it.
Ref holding 4. If he breaks that, he's going to have 4 points and make it a 15-4. That would be a major decision. Just 14 points.
There we
Oh,
go.
and he tilts him back. He's got 20 seconds to get the stick here.
Salem playing good defense here.
He's got 20 seconds. Tran has 20 seconds to fight off those extra 2 team points. He's got to get strong here. James really
10 seconds here.
Got to give it to Tran here. He really fought off his back. Real tough. He's got 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Great match from Swampscott.
And that'll bring us to the end here. 15-4. James Carey wins. Seems like these are pretty good friends. They did wrestle in the offseason together. Four for a major. And that is going to be 4. Yes. Salem, yeah. And that's going to be 14 points, so the dual score is now 10-0. That brings up Ava Goodman for the black and blue, and this is 120. Who's this for Salem?
Yeah, it is Henry.
Match begins.
And that brings up Henry for the Salem Witches. In a tie there, Ava looking to pull him around.
Nice
Looking
little
for a
grapple.
Snap down. Both wrestlers need to work for some sort of shot here. Ava's kind of snapping him down, trying to work for the front headlock, lets him go there.
They're matching each other's levels. They're both doing a great job.
Ava fakes a shot.
There's a shot.
Henry shoots for a shot, in on a double. Ava trying to sprawl. She's got to get her hips back. And she bails to her stomach there, so that's 3 points for Henry.
Takes control of the right arm, spins.
And you can see here, Ava's kind of falling down to her hip, so she's got to make sure that she's able to get both her legs underneath her.
That's good defense from Ava here.
If you got a hip on the mat, you're going to be able to get turned pretty easily. We have a stoppage there for an illegal hold. Looks like there was a full Nelson there, so that would be 1 point for Goodman. They're going to reset. Goodman's going to get a fresh start, and she's got to get right up on her feet now.
Yeah, that escape is going to be crucial.
Looks for a switch. Hipping into him.
Flips her.
He gets rolled. This isn't freestyle, so that's not a point. But she's definitely going to have to work up now. Got to get that hip off the mat. Has to square her hips.
Oh, she was able. That's a great reverse. She gets on top of him. It'll be 3-3, Salem Swampscott.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first period there.
What a great last second finish to the period.
That was excellent. Goodman there able to capitalize at the very end. Salem defers, and Eva elects to go on top. Henry up on his feet right away,
escape
and with
and
the
takes it
immediate
down.
reversal. So that'll bring the score to be 5-3 now. Now again, Goodman can't hang out here. She's got to make sure she's right up.
And Nikolai, what do you do here? He has full control of the left arm. He's attempting to take control of the right arm, staying on top of her. What do you do if you're Eva?
I mean, yeah, first thing is, well, all right, now she's got to be able to work up to her base, but I'd first be looking to throw out those that wrist control. You know, once I throw out that wrist control, I'm looking to build my base and then stand up right away, sealing him out. But as long as he's got control of my wrist, I can't really do all that much.
There we go.
Eva looking for a roll there. She's got to be able to come back through. She's on her back now. She's got to keep rolling. Can't get stuck there. He's got to.
Oh, he's got her down on her back.
He's got to scoop the head there. He's got to elevate that head. She's going to be able to bridge off her head. Fighting off there. She's got a minute.
There
He's going to roll back the other way. He's going to try to pull it back. Can't quite see what's going on there.
She's able to get on her stomach.
Off that hip mobility there, and she's going to get to her stomach.
Great hustle. Great hustle.
That's how you fight off your back there.
Oh, yeah.
Not giving up any ground and working until you're back to your stomach. Now she's got to be able to work up into her base. She's got to watch that hip staying down, though.
The arms keeping them in bounds.
Henry staying tight here. He'll be able to finish this period on top. That'll be a great start for him into the third period, being up by 2. Oh,
I like
it right. She's got to hip up here, and the ref's going to give her 2. That's a reversal to end the period. She's got to stay tight now. Unbelievable. Similar ending to the first period there. Last minute reversal, and that ties the score going into the third period. Salem with choice.
An excellent job by both
Salem elects to go neutral. Correction, score is now 12-7.
If Eva can get on top here, she's going to make points.
Eva's got to fight for that reversal, and she's got it. That brings the score to 9-12. Eva's got to look for a turn here. She's got to work for back exposure now.
Staying on top, maintaining control. I like it.
Eva looking for a turn now. She can turn him and get back exposure, and they're blown out of bounds there.
About 34 seconds left in the third period.
34 seconds. Eva's got to make something happen. If Eva can stay on top here, she'll only surrender to 13 points.
Gets an escape point.
Goodman looks kind of hurt there. And we have injury time here. Both wrestlers have a minute and a half of injury time in the entire match. Once that is surpassed, they do forfeit. But Eva does have plenty of time, as this is the first injury stoppage of this match, and we do have.
Eva's coming back in
now. Eva ready to finish the match here.
Both have had time to talk to their coaches, make a plan. Let's see how this goes.
And we're in neutral with 30 seconds left. Eva's got to make something happen. Down by 4 now. So she's got to work. Coach is screaming for her to get out of the tie.
Ten seconds left.
And that will bring us to the end of the match here. Great match for both Goodman and Tran. That's 3 points. Yes. And that'll be a victory for Tran there, so that brings our team score to 10-3. That brings up Alon Hod for the black and blue, and Kevin Spoon for the Salem Witches at 126 pounds tonight. Both wrestlers now. Spoon looks for a 2-on-1 there. Digs an underhook. That inside trip along bellies out, and that's going to be 3-0 for Kevin Spoon now.
That was great form.
Alon's got to free that arm and then build his base now.
He's got that right arm free. He's going to try
With
to...
that cross wrist, and he's going to try to hit that roll through tilt. He's going to try to hit it again, and now he's able to stop him there. Is he going to get swipes here? Alon's not quite breaking that 45. Spoon's able to sneak in that bar there. We'll see what he does. He's got a bar and a wrist now. Oh, sorry, bar and a half. Excuse me. He's going to look to drive that right over. Comes over to the other side. Now he's getting swipes. Alon on his back. He's got to fight, but that is a tough pin to get out of.
And he's doing everything he can to get that shoulder
Alon's
off
staying
the,
tight. Tevin
off the
sits
ground.
through now, looking to make that even tighter. Looks like he has double bar arms now. That is not a situation you want to be in, and he picks up the stick there. 6 points for the Salem Witches, bringing the team score to 10-9, and just like that, within the span of 2 matches, we are just about all tied up. And that'll bring up Liam O'Brien for the black and blue, and Connor Buckley for the Salem Witches at 132 pounds. Liam O'Brien having an excellent season now, the junior from Swampscott. Champion recently at the Dan Giannett tournament last Saturday, where the black and blue were able to pick up their first tournament win as a team since 2018. Liam now has him in a front headlock, looking to make something happen. They're back in the center. Buckley throwing in some fakes, looking to try to make something happen with O'Brien here. Tries for that sweep there, but misses. You gotta make sure you set up those shots, though. You can't shoot blindly from space like that.
I like that he's not falling for any of the fakes. He knows what his opponent's doing.
Liam is a very smart wrestler, so we'll see what he's able to do now as they work back into a tie. Liam has that wrist isolated there. Liam's got to free his wrist. There we go. And they're back in the center now. Liam snaps him down, but Buckley able to stand right back up. Buckley looks for that shuck. Liam able to stay tough there.
Still 0-0 as we approach the end of the first period.
Buckley again looks for that slide by. Both wrestlers staying tough here, making sure that they're working for their own setups. Short time now with 5 seconds left in the first period. And that'll bring us to a close.
We end the first period with a 0-0 score.
Buckley defers to O'Brien, who elects to start the second period on bottom here.
I like it, going for that escape point.
Yeah, undoubtedly looking for that valuable escape point. You know, after you come off a scoreless first like that, points become even more valuable, and that one escape point can be the difference between a win and a loss here.
He showed that he could play defense. Now Now he gets to test his offense.
And Liam's definitely a much more technical wrestler when he gets on the mat there.
There it
and
is.
He's able to get up and away there. Liam right back in on a shot, and they're blown off there. Both wrestlers rushing back to the mat, trying to push the pace here. Liam did just pick up that valuable escape point there. Buckley knows it as he's right back in on a shot, but they're both back up on their feet. Liam snaps him down there. They're back up on their feet once again. They got to work for something to happen, especially Buckley now down by 1. Liam with that overhook. Buckley's trying to jack up that underhook. Definitely trying to work for something there. Buckley with that front headlock now has Liam on his knees, and Liam's able to stand up and get out of there. Liam throws that underhook out. Buckley looks for that slide by. Liam's right in on that double. Buckley reciprocates. Liam shucks him by. And they're blown off with no points. Buckley rushes back to the center.
Exposes
Liam making his
defense.
way. And they're back in action here with 30 seconds to go in the second period.
There he
Liam
goes.
snaps him down. And the action's definitely picking up here in the latter half of the second period. Takedown could be all the difference here. Going into that third period with a lead would be incredibly valuable.
5 seconds left of the
Buckley
second
with
period.
that underhook again. What's he going to do with it? Liam looks for... All right, that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Buckley elects to go neutral now, so Liam will go into the second period with a 1-point lead. If he's able to stay out of any sort of action, he will win this match, but he does have to watch out for stall calls. Liam in on a single now, looks for that back trip. He's got to elevate.
He's got control of his left leg.
Looking for a Merkel situation. Liam's got to free his head, and he'll have 3. He's got to free his head and come behind now. Liam's got to stand up. He's got to watch that. He's got to stand. Liam holding on to that leg for dear life now. He's got to be able to pop his head and get up. He cannot risk this takedown.
Salem is not going to be able to get points unless he gets release of that leg.
Yeah, Buckley does have to free his leg, and he squares up with Liam now. Liam holding on there. Liam's got to drive now. He's got to drive. He's got to pop his head.
He's got him close. He's got him close.
If Liam's that's 3 points for Liam O'Brien now. Straight to his back. And he's got him on his back now. With 2 near fall. So that brings the score to
Close out of bounds here.
6-0 for O'Brien. Buckley now trying to get up. He's got to make something happen after that exchange. They're right on the edge of the mat. Liam's got to keep in mind where they are. If he's able to burn out some time here on the clock. And we got 1 point right now, 6-1. Liam's got to stay tough here with 30 seconds left in the third period. Absolutely electric there to start the third period. 20 seconds left now. Buckley's got to sell out. He's got to give it all he's got. He can't risk to be passive here. He's got to push the pace. O'Brien's just got to stay out. O'Brien snaps him down, pushing the pace again.
I like that third period energy.
O'Brien staying tough now. 5 seconds. And we have a star warning on Liam for standing up like that, but it's not going to matter. Liam O'Brien takes the match 6-1 and secures 3 team points for the black and blue.
And how important is that third period energy? I mean, he just gave it his all at the very end.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, that's when the conditioning really comes into play, because whichever wrestler can outlast the other in a situation like that, it can make all the difference in the world, and that match there goes to show it. So this will bring us to 138 now. We have Marblehead senior Gary Podstelov up against Justice Bauer for the Salem Witches. Gary Bosselov, a first-year senior for the Black and Blue, one of those first-year seniors that Coach Mike has been absolutely raving about. My understanding, he's been quite the wrestler for us this year. And he'll look to make something happen here at 138. Update on the team score, we have 13 for the Black and Blue, 9 for the Salem Witches. Always a good meet when the Salem Witches come around.
Feeling each other out here, seeing how the other grapples.
Howard looked for a sweep single there, but stood right back up. Both wrestlers definitely to push the pace here. Bauer back in on a shot now on the edge. Gary trying to stay tough. He's got to get back up. Bauer looking to finish. No points yet.
I like it. I like it. He's
got to pump his head if he wants those 3 points. And there we go. 3 points now. He's riding high. He's getting swipes.
He's able to survive on his stomach.
And that'll make it 7-0 for the Salem wrestler. Gary has to stand up now. He cannot afford to hang out like this. He has to make something happen. Sits through there, but he's got to come right up.
He has to get up there.
He has to come up now. And it looks like Bauer is going to finish this period on top. And they'll elect to start in neutral for the second period now. Bauer looks for another shot there, but stands right back up. Gary holds him in a headlock. Looking for that head chancery. Snap and go behind. He can't fall like that. He's got to watch his back now. And he's got to bail. Gary's got to bail his stomach. He's got to let his head go. Bauer's going to put him in the half there. He's got him on his back, and he's getting back exposure now. Gary's got to fight.
There we go.
He's able to come out. Now, that's a prime example of why you got to know when to bail. If you hold on to the head like that, you are just going to get turned. So you got to know when to give up and come back to fight another day.
Score is 14-0 Salem as we approach the halfway point of the second period.
Gary's got to be careful now. He is 1 point away from a tech fall. Any exposure now, and that will end the match with 5 team points going to Salem. So Gary has to stand up now. Justice lets him go for a split second. Gary unable to capitalize, and he has him on his back now getting swipes, and this will ice the match. So he's got to fight to his belly now to save that 1 team point. He's got to fight. He cannot get stuck here. He's got to fight on the edge of the mat. He's got to know where he is. He's got to know where he is. He's got to fight. Fighting in. He's got his punching his arm across. He's got to keep punching now.
And he's giving it his all there.
If he's able to fight off his back, he's going to save 1 team point. The difference between a tech fall and a pin, 5 points for a tech fall, 6 points for a pin.
And and he gets on his stomach.
And he's able to belly out. And the ref ends the match there with a tech fall for Justice Bauer, which will be 5 team points for the Salem Witches. Brings out team score to 14-13. And that'll bring up the other Podsterlove, Greg, now for the Black and Blue at 144 pounds. up against Sophie Fitz for the Salem Witches. So this is Greg Podslov, Gary's twin brother. We'll see what he's able to make happen here at 144 pounds. Once again, a first-year Marblehead senior, and again, also having a very good year. Pushing the pace now, definitely amped up. In on a double, and he's got to look to finish. Drives her straight down. And looks for the half immediately.
I like it. Immediately
Coach
looking
Mike
for the
Classic,
takedown.
so to speak.
For the pin.
But also exactly what you want to look for in that situation. You know, you take someone down, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to post their arm out, which just invites the half. It'll get you an easy back exposure there and potentially a pin. But Greg riding tough now, looking to see what he can make happen. Locks up that power half, jumps out to that side.
And she's able to play good
Sophie
defense
sits
here.
through, but doesn't have
There we
anything
go.
happen there, and he's got her on her back now. He's getting swipes, isolating that arm. He's got to look up. He's got to look to me.
Here comes the pin.
There we go, and that'll lock up 16 points for the Black and Blue, rallying back after that last tech fall, which brings our team score to 19-14 in favor of the Black and Blue. And that'll bring us to 150 pounds. We're about halfway through tonight's match against Salem with the score 19-14 in favor of the Black and Blue. We'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner and bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. We'll be back with more wrestling action right after this.
NGB is always here to help.
Thank you, NGB.
No, thank you.
What would we do without NGB?
They're always so helpful.
Thanks, NGB. Thanks, NGB.
Always here to help.
Wow, thanks, NGB.
Always happy to help. I'm no hero. I'm just doing my job.
Let's hear it for NGB, huh?
Wake up.
Hey, Jim.
We have customers to take care of. Welcome to NGB. How can we help you?
And that'll bring up senior captain Clive Connolly for the Black and Blue. And that'll be a forfeit for the Black and Blue. Clive picking up a forfeit on his senior night. You know, it's nice to pick up a win, but of course you always want to wrestle. And great career by Clive. That brings up senior captain from Swampscott, Mason Hinshaw for the Black and Blue, having an excellent season, ranked 4th in the state, up against
And these guys are just great sportsmanship, shook each other's hands before they even went up. They're excited to fight.
up against Miguel Mercelo for the Salem Witches. Mason definitely looking to make something happen here, having an excellent season. Also coming off a championship at Pelham last Saturday. Mason being the ever-patient wrestler here.
Two smart players.
Miguel in there on a shot. Mason fends it off, and he stands right back up. Mason looks for an ankle pick. Miguel looked for a trip there, but nothing happened with Mason. And they're back in the center now. Miguel again in on a single. Mason
Recovers.
fights
Wow.
that off.
Wow.
Coming straight across. Mason reshoots there. Oh, we have another reshot by Miguel, and they're back on their feet.
That's a third or fourth shot from Salem. 3 or 4 that Mason's been able to defend well and quickly.
Yeah, he's definitely got to be able to get in on a shot and get in deep, because if he's just in on those like that, Mason's going to fight them off just like that every single time. So he's got to be able to work for his angle and make sure that he gets the shot that he wants. And he's got to work for a finish.
Rounding about 20 seconds left in the first period.
Mason there tries to work for a super duck. Weird little exchange there with the feet. 2 shots. Mason in on a single now, and he's looking to come behind. Switches off to the double,
There it is.
and he takes him straight down for 3 points, and they're on the edge of the mat. Mason looking to keep him in, try to end off this period as he looks at the clock. He's got 5 seconds left. He's got to pull him in now. He's got to pull him in, and that'll end the first period. 3-0 in favor of Hinshaw after that single switched off to a double leg takedown. Oh, and it looks like there was no 3 actually awarded there. So Mason never receiving credit for that takedown there. Apparently he never gained control. So all right, little confusion there, but
We're back.
the 3 points were never awarded. Mason never got control there, and they're back at neutral. 0-0 to start the second period. So both wrestlers definitely need to make something happen now. Fakes coming in left and right from the Salem wrestler now. Mason looks unfazed as they work into a tie.
Completely unfazed.
But both wrestlers do need to get on the offense now. Score 0-0 with a minute 30 in the second period. You know, you definitely want to get some points on the board here, especially going into the third period. Miguel here definitely being the aggressor. Mason definitely needs to get on his offense here and try to make something happen. Fends off yet another shot. He's in on a reshot there, but he stands right back up. Another shot there from Miguel, but he stands right back up off of that. He's got to be able to come in deep on those and finish them. Same with Mason. Both wrestlers need to be able to finish their shots here. Mason looks with that leg. Nothing happens.
Still 0-0 as we approach 30 seconds left in the second period.
Both wrestlers need to make something happen here. You know, you don't want to go into the third period with a 0-0 tie.
They're
Takedown
learning.
here could be incredibly valuable. Go there. And on a shot, gets Mason down. Mason able to fend it off, and they're back on their feet. Mason looking to fight off their hips there. He's in again. And they're off the mat. 7 seconds left in the second period. Coach Jeff yelling at Mason, telling him he's got to go, and he does. And we got blood time here.
And both players a chance now to speak to their coaches, to reevaluate their strategy. I mean, 0-0 coming into the third period. How often does that happen without a single point?
You know, you don't see it too often. You know, definitely not a situation I envy being in. Takedown here could mean a
everything.
lot going into the third period. Blood time working similar to injury time. Both wrestlers have 5 minutes of blood time cumulative in the match. Once that 5 minutes expires, they do have to forfeit. But again, we're not in any danger of that. Looks like he has some cleaning supplies left on the mat here, but we're going to be back in action here. 7.5 seconds left in the second period. Both wrestlers looking to make something happen here before they go into the third period.
I imagine this will be a fairly slow into the second period, and the third period we'll really get to see which wrestler has that grit, has the ability to just keep going and get that win.
Absolutely, absolutely, and this is where conditioning is really going to come into play. Mason, with choice, gets the option to elect to go into bottom, which means if he's able to get up and away here, he's going to get that 1 point, and that could win him the match. So he's got to get up now.
Slowly trying to make it its way up, being patient.
Mason's got to get away, and he's going to get, and he gets the 1 point there. That could become incredibly valuable now, but that does force Miguel to get on the offense, which he's had no problem doing thus far. But again, in the third period now, this is when you truly have to be able to dig deep and fight.
And I like the slowness. Mason's been able to dodge up every single one of his attacks. I imagine that'll be a strategy for the rest of this period.
100%. Miguel's definitely got to get on his offense here. Mason can't hang out too much, though. He doesn't want to risk a stall call.
Nope.
I don't think we've had any stall calls yet, which means Mason does have 2 before he loses a point. However, you do still, you don't want to risk that.
There we go.
He's in on a shot. Mason sucks him back now. Gets his hips down. Mason looking in that front headlock there, and they're on the edge of the mat. Mason toe dragging, and they're out.
Never seen a toe drag in wrestling.
Well, of course, he did want to keep him in the mat there, try to burn a little bit of time off the clock. Again, every second is incredibly valuable for Miguel here, as he needs all the time in the world that he can get to get this takedown now.
Clock is winding down. We're about to approach 30 seconds left in the final period.
Mason knowing exactly where he is. In a shot again, nothing happens. Almost looks for a throw. Mason in on a shot himself. He's got to watch it now. He's got to stand up. No points there. He's got to get away. They're on the edge of the mat. Mason's able to get away there.
Wow.
Dangerous exchange there. Mason almost lost 3 points. Nearing 10 seconds remaining in the match now. Miguel needs to get on some offense now. He cannot hang out. This is when he got to be going for everything he's
got. We might
got.
get a stall call here, honestly.
No stall calls yet. He's in on another shot, and they're blown out of bounds with 2.4 seconds remaining. Miguel has to go for everything he has now.
.6 seconds left with a 1-0 score.
0.6 seconds. We have a stall warning on red. Jumps the gun there. Caution, we're going to have 1.7 seconds back on the clock. Miguel definitely ready to go now. And it is quiet in this gym. And he goes right away.
Oh!
Almost had a flying squirrel there, but nothing happens. That'll end the match. 1-0. Mason Hinshaw picks up the decision for the black and blue, and that'll make our team score 28-14. And that brings up Alejandro Haven, Swampscott Senior for the black and blue, up against Finn Coughlin for the Salem Witches. So once again, that is Alejandro Haven, Swampscott Senior for the black and blue, up against Finn Coughlin for the Salem Witches at 157 pounds. Team score 28-14, favor black and blue.
Heavy hands here, exchanging blows. Alejandro goes for a shot. He's able to finish. He gets on top. That's going to be 3 points for Alejandro.
Oh, and Alejandro there with the quick takedown.
Great job.
For just a second. Correction, this is 160. This is a 165-pound match tonight, not the 157-pound match. And they're back on their feet now, 3-1 in favor of Alejandro Haven.
And you know what? He's the lighter player. He's coming in at 155, and he's able to go up a weight class and fight well.
Definitely. We have a stoppage here.
But he knows.
We have appears to be blood time. And we're back in action here at 165 pounds. He even drops to a knee now. Trying to angle in on a shot there. Back up into the tie. Finn Coughlin in on a shot, stands right back up. Alejandro reshoots.
Aggressive,
And he's going to
I
hold
like
on
it.
to that leg.
Can he
Looking to
capitalize?
come out behind now. Elevates that. Looking to trip behind. Is he going to switch off to a double here, come across? Oh, he elevates.
Oh, that's
Forward
a great
trip, and he's
takedown.
back down for 3 points there. He's hanging heavy there. He's got to work behind.
And
And
those
he
kinds
does.
of takedowns are what we practice
Yeah, definitely.
back in the day. I mean, that's just a great fundamental takedown.
No, absolutely. That's why you drill your fundamental takedowns over and over and over again, so you can hit them a match like that repeatedly. Alejandro Haven now riding hard from behind. Trying to
6-1
stay tight.
as
He's
we-
going to get a mat return here, and he does.
And it'll be
Finna
6-1
come
as
right
we.
back into their space. But that will end the first period. 6-1 Alejandro Haven. Alejandro will start the period on top now. Mat return. He's got that Western hook there. Now that means whenever Finn Coughlin's able to base up and stand up now, all Alejandro has to do is elevate his leg and he'll fall right back down. Alejandro working with wrist control there. Now looking for that power half. He's going to sink that deep. Works back behind.
And he's got to commit to those rollovers.
Alejandro's going to drag him back in now. And that is a perfect example of why you need to have mat awareness. Alejandro could see that he was on the edge of the mat, did not want to get blown out. Stands up, grabs his leg, drags him right back into the center, and now he has plenty of space to work with to do what he wants to do. Very smart wrestling by Alejandro Haven.
Can't say I remember practicing that.
No, but definitely
A little heads-up move there.
Definitely a heads-up play there, you could say. Alejandro looks for the half there. He's throwing them in left and right. But Finn staying tight there on bottom. He works back to his base now, working for a stand-up. He's got a leg up. Stands up. Alejandro staying tight there. Oh, and he's going to get away there, so we have 6-2 here with 20 seconds remaining in the second period. Alejandro in on a shot, gets extended, but he's able to finish, and that will bring the score to 9-2.
And it looks like he didn't see that one coming at all. I mean, he was flipped and immediately looked confused. Alejandro, the aggressor here throughout this entire period.
Yeah, absolutely. Alejandro's been the aggressor the whole match there. That brings us to the end of the second period there.
9-2.
And Alejandro elects to go neutral into the third period with a score of 9-2. Definitely looking to make something happen there. Pick up those 16 points for the black and blue now.
And Alejandro here really stepping up, beating the class above him. Very impressive, a true athlete.
Alejandro now drops to a knee to back up. And looks like we have blood time again. And we're back in the center here. Minute 42 left in the third period. Alejandro Haven up 9-2 over Finn Coughlin, the Salem Witches. Looking to pick up another win here for the black and blue and extend their team point lead. Alejandro works for a shot there. Finn able to defend it, and they're back on their feet now.
Coaches are begging for a takedown.
Yeah, well, a takedown would turn this into a major decision, which is a difference between 3 and 14 points.
There
So
we
Alejandro
go.
needs to finish here, and he does. And that makes the score 12-2.
Gains control of that left arm.
If he's able to stay
Driving.
tight here for the remaining minute and not give up an escape point, Alejandro will pick up the major decision worth 14 points. And as we've seen in this duel, those team points can become incredibly valuable. Coach Jeff telling Alejandro to just ride him out now.
Not be too aggressive.
Stay tight,
Don't lose any
Alejandro with that
stupid points
cross
here.
wrist ride. That half opens up, but Finn tightens back up now. And Alejandro cuts him, so it is now 12-3.
And
Gets
he's gonna
rid of
play
the major
defensive
there.
here.
But
All he
he's
has-
got to get to work now.
All he has to do is not give up any stupid points.
He could get a takedown, 15 seconds left.
Throw some shots, play some defense. 10 seconds left, 12-3.
And he's back in on a shot, and he finishes
Amazing.
yet again, making the score 15-3, and he's going to ride him out for the last 5 seconds.
That's a great
And
match.
that'll end the match. Alejandro very excited to win that match there, 15-3.
Wow, that's 3 periods of aggressiveness from him. Great sportsmanship.
And that's 14 points for the black and blue, so that brings the team score to 32-14, bringing up Gavin Lepler, Marblehead Senior for the black and blue here at 175 pounds, up against George Hayes for the Salem Witches. Excuse me, Gage Hayes for the Salem Witches. And we got the crowd getting involved now, chanting Gavin's name. Fan favorite here, it seems, at Marblehead. Hayes and Lepler tied up now. Oh, and they're freed up. Excuse me.
Gavin, stay low, stay low.
Back in a tie now, and they're going to free up. Both wrestlers got to make something happen here. We're about a minute down in the first period. Let's see what they can do.
There it is. There's a great shot.
Gavin it, yep. Hayes spins behind there,
And he's going to go straight for the pin.
and he picks up 3. Working to break him down now. Lepler's got to work to his feet. He's up now. He's got to get free. He's got to work up again. Hayes working there with that crossface. Definitely looking for some sort of turn.
Putting in all that energy, all that effort into getting up.
He's got his arm there. He's got to watch hanging his arm. So maybe a cradle
There it is.
there.
There's a chance. There's a chance. There it is. Brought
Lepler's
back
gotta stand
down.
now. Lepler's got to work back up. He can't hang out now. Oh, and he does. He's got to, if he can suck his hips back there, and he picks
There
up
it
the 2
is.
reversal. 3-2 now in favor of Lepler. And that ends the first period.
Swampscott 2, Salem 3 as we begin the second period.
Wrestlers toe the line, and here we go. We're in neutral for the start of the second period.
And Salem's coaches is commentating on how Gavin here is standing pretty straight. If he's able to capitalize on that, he might get something here.
Absolutely. Gavin does have to watch his height there. He's got to make sure he bends his knees and gets his hips low. If he stands up like that, his legs are pretty wide open there for a shot. Hayes just needs to be able to know when he can capitalize and get in on a shot. Gavin in on a shot now. He gets extended, but he's got a knee slide up. He can't hang out there. He's got to get up now. Looks to stay in on that shot.
Got to be aggressive
He's
here.
got to stand up. He can't hang out there.
That'll be
Hayes
3
is gonna
points.
come behind there for the 3-point. Locks up a cradle now, or looks to. Gavin gets long there, fights it off. He's got to stand up now.
And Gavin's shown that he can make points after a takedown.
Gavin's got to watch it here. He could have easily gone to reversal there if he hit back into him like before. He can't hang out. He's got to work up on his base.
Got to stop looking at that clock. Got to get up.
Scoreboard does not matter if you're flat like that.
Nope.
You know, I always found if I was flat like that and I started looking at the scoreboard, the numbers started to go up.
There it is!
And he gets the reversal! And he's looking for the half. He stopped looking at the scoreboard. What's he going to do now? And he stays tight in there, blown out with 15 seconds left in the second period. This match is getting exciting, everyone. Both teams riled up. The stands getting involved. The atmosphere here is absolutely electric as we can hear the stands chanting louder and louder for Gavin now.
Salem gonna like to go down, going for that escape point. 15 seconds left of the second period. Cannot let him escape. He cannot let him escape here.
He cannot. Gavin has to stay tight.
Oh, it's tough.
We have an illegal hold for Lepler. 1 point for Hayes there. Makes the score 7-4. Even more reason for Gavin to stay tight here for the last 5 seconds, and then he can see if he can make something happen in the third period. Lines up. And they're off. He's got to stay tight. He cannot let anything happen.
He's just got to keep him there. 2 seconds there. There we go.
And that'll bring the second period to a close now. Lepler down 7-4. And they're going to go into neutral yet again. Lepler needs a takedown now to tie it up. He cannot afford to give anything up. In on the front headlock, definitely pushing the pace. He hits that head transfer straight through his back. And that's 3 points. He's getting back exposure. He's got to look up. He's got to squeeze tight. Is he going to pick up the 6 points? And he does! 6 points for Gavin Lepler.
Electric
He picks up the stick. Absolutely incredible. And that's how you want to start the third period and finish off the match. Excellent way to end his career here in the Marblehead gym for Gavin Lepler. An absolutely electric match.
I love the energy. I love the energy.
And that brings the team score to 38-14 now. Cannot say enough about that match. His teammates obviously absolutely elated for him there. That was a terrific match. Beautiful win. Way to execute there in the final period. And that brings up junior captain Colin Hart for Marblehead here up against Matthew Kosa for the Salem Witches. They're in neutral here to start the first period. They're in a tie here. Colin almost has the trip there. And he's able to fight that off. They're separated now. Both wrestlers going to control the tie. Kosa there in on a shot now. Colin's got a crossface. He's got to get his hips down to the mat. And he's able to spin and get behind there for 3 points.
Great points. Kept
the
going.
half was there all day, and he throws it in. He's got to get out. He's got to run it. If he can get chest to chest, he's going to turn him there. He's got to get chest to chest. He's got to come back just a little bit.
And he's going to keep pushing,
he's
but
getting
that right arm.
there. He's getting back exposure. He has plenty of time here. He has 30 seconds to work with. And he's got him on his back now. Colin's got to stay tight. He's got to squeeze.
And he's a little too high up there to get a finish here.
And he picks up the stick for the black and blue as well. First period pin for junior captain Colin Hart there.
Able to get it there last.
And that brings the team score to 44-14 in favor of the black and blue.
I love it.
That
I didn't think he would get it. I thought he was going to be able to contort his body a little more, but Push through at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a great way to finish by Colin there. That brings up Gavin Ferretti for the black and blue up against and that is Lucas DeSantos for the Salem Witches. Gavin Ferretti here, a Marblehead senior, another first year, and he looks to make something happen here at 215 pounds. Santos there able to pick up 3, and he looks to flatten out Ferretti. Ferretti's got to be able to work up now.
Playing some good defense. Can't let him get your back. Staying on his stomach. Gavin's got to get up here.
Santos looks for a corkscrew there. Gavin able to fight it off, and he's back on his stomach, but he's got to work up to his base. Santos looks to lock up a cradle there. He's able to get back behind. Freddy's just got to stand.
Almost got that escape. Got to be a little more mindful.
He's holding on to that arm there. He could roll him.
10 seconds left as we end period 1 with a 0-3 score.
He could dump him there. He's going to drive him straight back. He could get the 2. That's going to end the period there. Freddie had something working there, but ran out of time, unfortunately. That's going to give Salem choice. They defer to Marblehead Swampscott. And Ferretti's going to elect to go neutral. 3-0 here for the Santos up against Gavin Ferretti. And they start the second period in neutral.
Keep a good stance. Let's go. Stay low.
Freddie's got to work for his takedown here. Tie it up. They're here to wrestle. Both wrestlers standing up. They definitely got to watch their height there. No, both standing straight up. Gavin there looks for a shot, but he comes back out of it, and they're in a tie there. Freddie there definitely looking to try to lower, but they're both standing. They both got to watch their height there. Freddie looks for another shot, but the and he gets that knee pick there. But he loses at the very end, and that's going to be 3 points for the Santos, bringing this score to 6-0.
Not allowing him to get that pin, staying consistent.
Again, DeSantos has that tight corkscrew there. Definitely looking to turn Ferretti. They're on the edge of the mat there. Able to fight it off as DeSantos gets behind. Santos holding that crossface, definitely looking to work that corkscrew again.
This is that time when you get tired. This is that time.
And he's got him on his back now.
Oh, no.
Ferretti's got to stay tough.
There it is.
And DeSantos picks up the stick there for the Salem Witches. Coming up big at 2:15. And that's going to be 44-20 team score going into heavyweight here. Bringing up senior captain from Marblehead, Justin Gonzalez, up against Najisain for the Salem Witches. Again, the crowd definitely getting involved here for Gonzo, the senior captain for Marblehead. Gonzo pushes the pace immediately, pushing him out of bounds. Gonzo definitely looking to get something happen as he waits for him back at the center of the mat.
Gonzo
back
patient.
into the tie there.
Gonzo maintaining control, getting on top.
Gonzo on top now. Salem wrestler's definitely got to work up onto his base. Score is 3-0 in favor of Justin Gonzalez for the black and blue. Here in the final match of the night at 285 pounds. Gonzo locks up the half, and he looks up for the cradle there. The outside cradle, is he gonna get it? Nothing happens. Gonzo gets behind again.
And the Salem guy pleading with his coach, is begging to ask what to do. Gonzo maintaining control. Does not let him get up.
Yeah, Gonzo definitely staying tight there. He locks up the cradle there. That's why he can't leave that leg. And Gonzo's going to let it go.
Don't let him get that escape.
Stands up.
No way.
Looking for the return. He loses it. And we have a reversal.
Huge turnaround.
3-2. Gonzo just sort of fell down there. And
3 seconds
he was
left.
able to capitalize.
Can't get taken down here. Can't get taken down. Okay.
And that'll end the first period 3-2 in favor of Justin Gonzalez. He defers to Salem, who elects to start on top. Apologies, they'll be starting in neutral.
The entire team rallying to support the last match of the night for varsity.
You definitely hear the supporters for Gonzo here in the crowd. And he's looking to make something happen.
Gets a good shot on the neck there, makes his opponent uncomfortable. How will Salem respond? Gonzo not letting him control the middle there.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonzo controlling the center of the mat there does give him control of the match, so to speak.
Continues to be patient.
Gonzo there.
Capitalize.
Gets that
here.
headlock. He's definitely looking for that
here.
chancery. He's got to snap him down, and he's going to let him go there. But he's back in the middle, and he waits for him to come back.
Hey, I like that. He didn't know 100% if he would get it, and he lets it go, lets himself reset, and now he's going to be able to get back after
Absolutely. Well, you saw there, he had his other arm there. He sort of had two arms. He really had to come around to the chin to get that chancery there. He tried to get it, didn't quite get what he wanted, so he cut him there. Definitely could have snapped him down, tried to get something going, but, totally understandable as to why he wanted to cut him. Maybe work for something else later on. We'll see what he can do here with 20 seconds left in the second period. Gonzo holding that 3-2 lead.
And this is, again, we're approaching the end of the second period. What do you tell yourself here to keep going, to get that energy back?
You just got to tell yourself that you got to go. This is where you got to find that ability to dig deep and just push yourself and definitely look for what you want to look for. Or look for your bread and butter and just try to push the pace of the match. And we'll go into the third period there. Salem elects to start into neutral. Gonzo's waiting on him. Gonzo pushing the pace again there, and he dug deep. You can tell he's ready to go.
Over the match.
It's his senior night, and he's going to make sure he wins this match. Let's see what he can do.
He's up 3-2 as we begin the third period.
Gonzo's got to stay tough here. He is up 3-2, but Definitely got to see what he
Any
can
sort
get.
of takedown, anything could happen here.
Absolutely. Energy in this gym is absolutely electric.
Gonzo, not letting
Tries to
himself be pushed
drag him
around.
there.
I mean, he hasn't been pushed around once.
Yeah,
He's the one doing the
absolutely.
pushing. He's got to get some points here, but I like
Absolutely.
this.
Gonzo just dragging out of that, and they're back up. Looks
Doesn't
for a
let him
fake
shoot.
there. Gonzo staying tough.
1 minute left in the third period.
They're in a tie now. Gonzo's looking for that snap down. He doesn't get it. They're back in the center of the match there. 45 seconds remaining to the third period here.
Oh, wow.
And Greg's got to make something
make sure not to
happen.
get a stalling call here, either of them.
No, absolutely. They're both, you know, when you get at this point in the match, you got to get some offense going, or at least show that you're trying to improve, or you do risk the stall call there. Gonzo sort of had that front headlock,
25
but he chooses to
seconds
lets it go, backs up into the center of the mat, and he's definitely got to get to work. He's down 3-2 now, so Gonzo holding the lead. Gonzo's free to hang out here for the next 15 seconds, absolutely.
No stalls yet. I mean, it's a smart play.
No, Gonzo needs to back away here and just stay free, and he will win this match.
I like it. Don't get hurt. Get the
5
win.
seconds left, absolutely. He's got to go. Gonzo's going to win this
a great
match, 3-2, and that seals the win for the black and blue.
Smart defensive play at the end. Doesn't get hurt. Doesn't overextend himself. Is able to get that win. Great player.
Absolutely.
Great athlete.
Way to pick up the win for his senior night. And that makes the final score 47-20 in favor of the black and blue. Be sure to stay tuned, because when we return, I'll announce the Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game.
The Marblehead Sports Shop offers custom sports apparel, team uniforms, and Marblehead branded one-of-a-kind gifts, and is proud to present the MHS Sports on MHTV player of the game.
Welcome back to MHS Sports on MHTV. Tonight's Marblehead Sports Shop player of the game is Gavin Lepler for that excellent win at 175 pounds, being able to pick up the final 3 points and pin 18 seconds into the third period after trailing for the majority of the match. Congratulations, Gavin Lepler from the Marblehead Sports Shop and MHTV. We'd like to thank the Marblehead Sports Shop for being our community partner in bringing you the Player of the Game Award, and we'd like to thank National Grand Bank for being our community partner in bringing you MHS Sports on MHTV. Once again, the final score was 47-20 in favor of the Marblehead Swampscott Black and Blue. From my announcing partner, Ronnie Snikowski, and all of us here at MHTV Sports, I'm Nikolai Terrason. Thanks for watching.
NGB is always here to help.
Thank you, NGB.
No, thank you.
What would we do without NGB?
They're always so helpful.
Thanks, NGB. Thanks, NGB.
Always here to help.
Wow, thanks, NGB.
Always happy to help. I'm no hero. I'm just doing my job.
Let's hear it for NGB, huh?
Nat, wake up.
Hey, Jim.
We have customers to take care of. Welcome to NGB. How can we help you?